Kerbal Space Program. Send in the clones. Episode 3, Reaching for Orbit. So in this episode, the Kerbals will actually try to get into orbit. So as you see here, we've got a rocket, a couple of solid fuel tanks on the side, a liquid fuel tank in the middle, and then an upper stage with another liquid fueled engine. And we're back to the girders with a bunch of parachutes off of the edges. Ah, there's Moon. And also a whole bunch of mystery goo containers attached. So we'll see how this goes. He's going up. Observe mystery goo. Oh, Jebediah A1's in the cockpit. Or the capsule, I should say. Goo jiggles and wobbles, and yeah, very exciting. Oh. That stage is done. There's Moon again. One day Kerbals will walk on there. Or something. Oh well. And it's gaining altitude quickly. Going faster than Mach 1 right now. Trying to flatten out his trajectory. And he's going higher and higher. He's got about half the fuel tank left. Will he make it? Well, he's kind of aiming for the Moon, but I don't think he's going to get there. In fact, I'm sure he won't get there. "23 kilometers up. And going almost 3 times the speed of sound. The goo seems to be getting very cold now. Well, I would imagine so. Cut the engines down a little bit there. His apoapsis is getting too far ahead of him. And I think he's out of fuel in that tank anyway. Well, he won't be getting into orbit. No fuel left. Observe mystery goo. Goo seems to be getting very cold now. Yeah, okay, write that down. Crew report. Record the crew's assessment situation in the upper atmosphere. Alright, write that down. I should save the other mystery goo container for landing. And rotate. I'm going to try and actually get him to do an EVA report. Yikes. That's a scary thought. Well, I've done stuff like that before. And just about lost my Kerbal in the process. Okay, there goes that stage. Now it's totally an uncontrolled descent because there's no way to actually change anything now. It will be what it will be. Those girders sticking out of the sides, I should have lowered them so that they were even with the bottom, or flush I should say, with the bottom of that girder coming off of the capsule. But since it looks like they're going to land in the water anyway, I'm not sure it would have mattered much. And we're heating up on re-entry. Two times the speed of sound. And we're coming down. Yep, okay. Coming down. 1 time the speed of sound. Well, less than Mach 1 now. Deploy the parachutes. And it's starting to flip, which I don't quite understand. I'm pretty sure once the parachutes open up, it'll turn itself back over again. Oh, there's Moon. Hello, Moon. We will not get there. Not this time. Well, that wasn't the plan anyway. That wasn't the plan anyway. And he's falling, and he's falling. And why he's nose down, I don't quite understand, but things will change. Whoops. Apparently I pressed the wrong button there. Well, you can look at 5 parachutes that aren't deployed. Oh, there they are. They opened up, and he still hasn't flipped back over, so I'm forcing him to go back over. And that should stay stable now. Should is the operative word there. Maybe I should have sped up this part of the video. Not very exciting. 300 meters to go. Falling at a speed of 4.6 meters per second. Oh boy. Hey, I see the shadow. Oh. He's falling. And again, I should have taken out the monopropellant, but it's in there anyway. I still don't think that made a difference. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have gotten into orbit anyway. But he should get a bunch of science. Ah, Moon. One day. One day. Kerbals will walk on your surface. That's the plan. And he's falling, and falling, and falling, and falling. You can stop falling anytime now. Okay. Oh, there he goes. And everything lands right side up, which wouldn't have gone so well on the land with that girder sticking out of the bottom. Okay, do some science. Observe mystery goo. The goo escapes into the water. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? I don't know. EVA. EVA report. Flying over Kerbin's water. Most precarious situation. Yeah, because you could fall a couple of feet and float. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. EVA again. Time to walk the plank. Go for a swim. Let go. Let go. Let go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, don't just stand there. Jump in. Perfect. Try collect some science. I don't know. We already got this. I can't remember. He's got absolutely no expression on his face. Okay, do something. Take surface sample. Ah, here we go. Taking a sample of water appears to be water. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary. No. I'll write those down. Recover the Jebediah vessel. 15.2 science for Jebediah. And we can recover his ship. First try. Oh, there you go. Recover. 33.7 science earned there. We have 49 science. Let's see if we can buy something useful. That would be handy. Okay, Go back. Go back. Science? No, apparently we're gonna go back to the rockets. I don't know. Thought maybe I'd try and find something to research. No, okay. Go back. Go back. Go back, little rocket. There we go. Okay. Well, we got 3 choices. And that one's got, yeah, general rocketry. The stability of the vectoring engine's pretty good, so that tends to be something I go for pretty quickly now. Survivability, I like those fancy parachutes. Research, and the landing legs are definitely good. And we don't have enough to get the battery, so here's our new creation. We got some little girder landing leg stability things on the bottom. I don't know. Anyway, big solid rocket booster at the bottom, and some liquid fueled ones on the sides. Oh, and those have got my fancy jury rigged radial decouplers there, where I put girders on the side and then the regular decouplers at the ends of them. I don't know, crazy design, but it just might work. And there's Moon again. Moon seems to be hogging the spotlight here. And the rockets are burning and burning. Yeah, I hope I position. Ah, there we go. Okay, goodbye, solid rocket fuel booster. Yeah, I think I had tested this rocket before this launch, and I tried to do the gravity turn earlier, and the whole thing just tipped nose down, or was trying to, so I reset it. Anyway, that's gone. There go my fancy radial decouplers. Of course, we're stuck with the girders still attached, because I couldn't attach those decouplers to the side the way I wanted, so I had to put the girders first. Anyway, alright, this thing's rotated a fair amount, and we're up to 32 for our maximum height. Oh, we're nearly at Mach 3 times the speed of sound, and we're 30 kilometers up, 31. Alright, and oh boy, yeah, we've only got about 1/3 of a fuel tank left in that rocket. Bring down our thrust a bit so we get a little closer to our apoapsis of, whoa, what was it, 51,000 right now. We're heading into the Milky Way. Okay, we're already in it, but you know, I guess it all depends on what you're referring to as the Milky Way, and maybe that's not what Kerbals call it. I couldn't tell you. So far this rocket seems to be working out okay. Who we got? Jebediah A1 again? That guy. This is why we rolled out the other Kerbals earlier, because they're always sneaking onto the spacecraft, and then it's like nobody else ever gets a chance. No, well, here goes with second try. Now it looks like our maximum's going to be at about 55 so far, and rising. Go, Jebediah, go. Okay, 54.5 kilometers up. And we're still going. okay. Here's a fancy shot of the spacecraft with the crazy girders sticking out, but they serve their purpose. This may just get into orbit yet. We do have another stage on top. Oh, that's out of fuel. Anyway, I guess we'll find out if he gets into orbit in the next episode.